232 of the 8-Bit Geek. You know, if you're new around here, buckle up because I'm going to give you a little idea of what the show is like. It's a lot like Players Unknown Battlegrounds. It's relevant because we're all addicted to it. You get together with your friends for a fun night of entertainment. You're just sitting there in a lobby full of confidence. You chuckle at the thought of your friend who may or not be named Mo, who spends $80 on loot boxes only to get 14 of the same shirt. Then you queue up. You head out on an adventure of a lifetime. You jump out of the plane, meet up with your group, and, well, everyone except that one guy who just runs off all the time.
Ed.
Then you loot your asses off. You get the best guns, attachments. You're full of armor. You run across the land, which seems like forever. Like you run for a really fucking long time. It's been like 30 minutes, and you haven't seen a soul. And then out of nowhere, a shot takes your buddy out, and then you go down. Then one guy remains. Oh wait, nope, no, he doesn't. He's dead. Everyone's died. Everyone's dead, and you get about 35 BP points, and you realize you just wasted all that time in a walking/running simulator. That's 8-Bit Geek for you. I'm Jeremy. With me are two men who can't see the enemy if they ran right in front of them. Seriously, ask Kev how many times he ran out and asks, "Where are they?"
Like a million times. I'm Kevin.
It's definitely more Kev than it is me. You fucking asshole. I'm Doug. Real quick, thanks Mo for the subscription. Pieces of shit. Not Mo, but you guys.
How long do you guys think that this addiction will last? Do you think it's something we're gonna play through for a year, or do you think it's gonna die out at some point?
Oh, at least another week.
It depends, right? I guess it depends on how well they keep up with adding stuff or making it still relevant. I know it's early access. I mean, we said the same thing about Ark. Remember, it was like, well, how long is this game going to last? And then and then it's still one of the top sellers on Steam. And I know I was in it for a bit, and people still play it a lot. But they kept up with it. They were adding stuff every week. They were making it constantly relevant, constant kind of need to go back if you're playing it. So it depends. I want to say a year or longer, but I guess it depends until either they give up on it or someone comes up with something better.
Yeah, but how long before we give up on it? Like, is there another game that comes out where we just go, well, PUBG was fun, but that one map and fuck it, let's move on?
That's what I'm saying. They need to add more maps. They just added new guns and stuff, which has made things interesting.
Mm-hmm. They have like a team of 25 to 30 people working on the game, and you wouldn't think that. I don't know. It's still It's still based on Arma 3, right? It's like running on that engine and all of that. So you would think that making a map wouldn't be that time consuming, especially since it's just a wide open area map. I don't know. I'm not a game developer, so fuck me. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? I would also like to see them make upgrades to the current map, such as like more. I don't know, randomness in the houses and stuff, because they're all the same. There's like 5 houses that are just reused over and over and over and over again.
Yep. I've had many times where I thought I loot the same houses, but new stuff would spawn in. So
yeah, you're like, I'm in a different fucking town.
yeah.
There was a player online who was a console player, and he was just like, I saw this tweet and it was like, oh, Unknown Battleground, it's 2017 and you got graphics like that, unplayable, because it's about to come out on Xbox One as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're not gonna, this game isn't for you, you don't get it.
No. And also, like, you can run the game on like the high, like, ultra graphics and stuff. The reason like why I don't, and like Kev too, is like it makes streaming difficult because it is right now a resource hog because it's not completely done, so it uses up everything. And then on top of that you have OBS, which in itself is a resource hog, so you got these two things competing for all the same stuff, and like you get a choppy game. I mean, it may look fine for you, but the stream fails, so it's like lower your quality, but it's not bad even. I don't know, man. Whatever.
It's not. I mean, obviously it's not Uncharted, right? But at the same time, you do get this huge map that has no load. It's like nothing's loading in. Everything's already loaded in there. That's a lot of data to manage. So,
yeah. And again,
I think they do with what they have.
If you put everything on ultra, the map is really pretty, especially like when the rain and stuff. Like it looks fucking great. You even commented on it yesterday, Jerry. You're like, holy shit, this rain looks awesome.
Yeah, like the roads look beautiful with the rain coming down on it, and it's just like wow, sometimes you got to take a step back and say, there's certain things in this game that will really wow you.
And it's fun. So I don't know. Again, I think it'll last as long as there's not anything better. Because there's been other games like this. There was H1Z1, which kind of had a similar battle royale mode, and then there was
King of the Hill.
Yeah, and then what was that other game that just came out? I think we played it. It's like the same
The
thing.
Culling.
The Culling. Yeah, it was like, and that one had a little more like crafting and stuff to it, but it just.
Is there a game? Okay, so here's my other question, I guess. Is there a game that will do this better? Like, say, Overwatch, a dev team like Overwatch comes through and is just like, you know what, we're gonna make this mode, and we're gonna fucking blow it out of the water. Does somebody come along and beat this out, or is this? You think so?
Ghost Recon. If Ghost Recon Wildlands had some kind of mode to make it like PUBG, it would kill it, because that game is already beautiful. They've got the same kind of like big map feel to it, and you can just include all of the same features from PUBG, but have that kind of capability, and it would kill.
But you also have to think about, yes, the graphics are amazing, but then you're loading in
the gameplay is great too. Like, I mean, it's got all the same things. It's got the same scopes, house rating, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. But then you add 100.
Yeah, you're adding 100 fucking people.
Yeah, but you think their servers would be able to better hold, or even their games, because it's being done by a AAA studio compared to PlayerUnknown and his mod team? I don't even know how many people are on his team.
Hey, he's hired some good people.
I don't know. Well, I'm not saying the quality of it. I'm saying Ubisoft, you have a big company backing you, as opposed to someone who's gotten big over mods.
I don't know. I think the $30 entry fee, how popular it is on Steam, I think it's hard to beat that. That's kind of like us talking about how Mixer has come along and it's got better features than Twitch, but yet it hasn't taken over. It's growing, but it hasn't taken over. I think it's the same argument. Like, one is just really popular and that's what people like, versus something that is ultra, it has a lot of money behind it and looks great. I think it's tough. It's a tough call. But if you're watching, if you're listening, let us know what you think. Is it going to reign supreme? Or do you think someone else is going to come and knock off the king of the hill? If you like what we're talking about, you can also subscribe to us on Audio Boom. They provide all of our bandwidth. We thank them for that. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. You find us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. And, of course, every Monday night on Twitch, we stream it for your listening pleasure. You can interact with us. And if you can't make it to a live show, of course, you can always hop onto Discord and interact with a thriving community every day. Okay? Say, we want to pimp any other shows, I guess. I guess we can do that now.
What's happening?
We're gonna talk about other shows. I got confused by Kevin. I looked over at the Skype, and he was like showing off something, and I was like, "Oh, what's he doing?" And then I got
because the chat is like, "Look behind you, Kev."
There's somebody in your house.
Yeah.
Hide your kids. Hide your wives.
Yeah, you might as well.
By the way, behind me is my good friend Jared. So say hi, Jared. I guess.
Hi, Jared. I guess.
So there you go.
Well,
he's in
Jared?
town from Chicago. He just came to visit last minute, and we're hanging out. And wants to be here.
Oh, by the way, he's also in
the 8-Bit Geek. He is now a new member. No, he is in the band.
Kev, we've already allowed too many of your friends a part of this. So you're done inviting people.
Yeah, that's true. Man. But yes, Jared is from Counterpunch. Amazing band. You should go check them out. They're on every platform you can think of. Listen to them right now. Stop listening to this podcast and go listening to them.
Jared, we just netted you our entire fan base of 5 people.
Nice. Hey, Kev, we just got a donation. Can you read that off for us?
Oh, yeah, we got a donation. Random Hero donated $5.80 and said, "We need a drunk stream again."
That put us at an equal $700. Thank you so much.
Nice. There you go. Drink to that.
Which I'm sad to say got rid of our $694.20.
But now you got a new goal.
69
$69 for 20.
Nice.
If you like this show, if you don't like this show, we have a lot of other shows that you may enjoy, or in addition to enjoy. 8-Bit Saga, Divas Drop Kicks and Dives, Brainberry Tarts, and Garbage Day round out those wonderful, wonderful interactive pieces of media. Let's see what else we got. Okay, you can also support us on Patreon. It helps pay for a lot of the overhead that you may see here. Kevin is the only one left without a mic. He gets his new mic at the beginning of September.
Yay!
All of us will be upgraded. Everyone will sound great, and then we move into the next phase of the 8-Bit Geek, which is purchasing some major advertising to get our name out there even more.
And HTC vibes for everyone.
That's
Hashtag put it on the card.
Put it on the card. So I just want to say that whatever you guys give on Patreon it goes towards right back into the show. We don't spend it in any other way but to make this show better. And this show would not be what it is without the fans. And we thank you guys so much for this continued support. I can't say that enough because I always think that it's your hard-earned money. You work for it and you decide to help us out. And that means the world. I know that Kevin and Doug both share the same views. So also you can word of mouth as well. If you can't give to Patreon, tell somebody at work, tell somebody, one of your friends, tell somebody on Xbox Live or PS4, anywhere on Steam, let them know about the 8-Bit Geek and say, hey, are you into podcasts? You can always check us out and get people to come in that way as well. So we also understand, people and their finances, but you can always help with word of mouth. That's always great. Yeah. I'm going to give it over to Doug, where he's going to talk a little bit about 8-Bit Horfest.
Oh, shit.
We just got another donation in, by the way.
Yeah, do that. Say that.
AJ from the UK donated $4.20.
Nice.
And he said, it rubs the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again.
Well, that leads right into fucking 8-Bit Horror Fest. Holy crap.
AJ, I hope your husband doesn't mind us. I hope he doesn't get jealous.
What? Wait, AJ, are you married?
AJ's not married.
Your mate? Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
you get it
right.
I spoiled the news. Spoiler alert. Congratulations, AJ.
He said he's in bed.
Stop
I don't know.
Pressure him into that.
Oh, he's in bed.
So 8-Bit Horror Fest is a thing that we do every year where we watch and review scary movies for everybody. Last year, we invited a bunch of other shows to help participate in the event. And we're doing it again this year. We've got Nerd Foo, Bri-Fi Podcast, Movie Films with Bill and Steve. Is it Steve and Bill or Bill and Steve? Shit. Fuck. I should know that. And what's the other? Who's the fourth show? Fuck. It's another one of your... Oh, We Talk Games. Fuck. Oh, don't let them know that I totally...
How could we forget them?
Yeah, someone's going to be very upset.
Yeah, it's going to be Stinky. Me and Stinky are just back and forth on Twitter all the time. And then, obviously, like Divas Drop Kicks and Dives will do a show. Brainberry Tarts are going to do a review. Garbage Day this year is going to join us. And 8-Bit Saga. 8-Bit Saga's got a fun little Star Wars special. D&D Halloween scary shit. It'll be fun. We have shirts that are now available over on or 8bitgeek.threadless.com, and I'm wearing it right now.
Look at that.
The new shirt.
It froze, and it was like froze blur. You're like, look at it. You can't see anything. Well, that is an awesome shirt.
Oh, good.
And I'll put this shirt up on the stream itself, so you should be able to see it. There.
Awesome. Well, that rounds out what we're up to. And now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the show with Misconnections. Every week we take real ads from the Misconnection section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They're completely real. We don't edit them in any way, but we do ad-lib a little bit, but we definitely can't make this stuff up. All right, Mr. Sean Pennis, where are you at?
What's up, fellas?
What up, Sean?
What's up, man?
Oh, not much. Just, hitting the Misconnection section on Craigslist. Just trying to find them sexy bitches.
Well, did you find any?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Sure.
Okay, let's hear about it.
This week, I put out more of like a it looks like a personal ad. I don't really.
Seems about right.
Okay.
Try my Magic Touch sensual massage. The best massage that you have had. Male for women in the OC. I was really expecting the Arrested Development joke from Kev.
The OC?
Yeah, don't call it that. God damn it! Come on, Kev.
I don't remember that. That joke slipped by me because they lived in like Balboa Park.
People keep mentioning the OC, and every time someone says, "Oh, down the OC," they don't call it that.
Don't call it.
My body is athletic. My eye color is blue. My hair is brown, and I have no facial hair.
That's true.
That
Weird.
shit is gross. My status is divorced. My age is 46 this week, according to this profile.
Your face looks very 46.
It will be the best massage that you have ever had. Smiley face. Hi. I know it is hard to get out and meet guys without the BS and have some fun. And yes, this is Craigslist, where all walks of life on here with what's on here with who know what, or into weird and sick things. I am a hard working guy who wants to have some fun, just like you.
Sean, were you expecting to read when it was said hard? You were like, oh, here comes the dick joke.
No, I made the dick joke myself. I thought it'd be fun to linger on hard for a second. We can meet first and see if it is a go. I will give you a nice body massage and go from there. I'm just gonna, every time it's a question mark, I'm just gonna go up. I am a nice and clean white male with a good sense of humor, respectful with manners. I am not pushy and would never do anything that you are not comfortable with. Offer not limited to massages though. Those are just fucking free reign for me.
Full body.
After all that is what this is all about: feeling comfortable and having some fun. If interested, let's talk. I am a clean-cut white male. Thank you. I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day. Thanks. See you soon. Bye. Yours truly, Sean Pennis.
Did you finish the conversation between like yourself and your dream mate?
Oh God.
I'm glad you had to clarify that you were a clean-cut white male.
Listen,
Multiple times in that.
That reads like the scene from Cable Guy where he's like, talking to Matthew Broderick's character and he's looking through the peephole. See you later.
Yeah, no, for sure. I felt it was. Listen, I wrote that before this weekend, and I kind of wish I could go edit that out because it really feels like I'm really emphasizing the white male part. And I feel like at this time in the country, it's maybe not a good time to kind of just keep pounding that into people's faces. Like, I feel like maybe the first time I said it was enough. So I kind of feel like a piece of shit. So,
You weren't in Virginia this weekend, right? We just want to clarify that. Do you have an alibi?
Oh, yeah, sure. I was in West Virginia.
God damn.
I was at a completely different rally.
I was not ready.
Did you read my
I wanted a completely different rally.
God damn it.
That shit just caught up to me.
We are horrible, horrible human beings.
South Virginia.
East South Virginia.
Motherfucker, man.
Yeah, no, listen. I thought I was in South Virginia. It turns out I was in South Detroit.
God damn it.
There is no South Detroit.
Kev's having to explain the joke to his friend.
Because it's an ongoing thing in this show. Like, You guys are still under the fucking impression that there's a South Detroit.
There is a South Detroit.
It's been disproven by the fine citizens of Detroit.
Now, listen. There may not be a section of Detroit called South Detroit, but there is a fucking South Detroit. It's the part right there by the water.
So
Yeah.
you can't live or you can't be born and raised in South Detroit.
Yes,
because
why
then
not?
Unless you're fucking Aquaman and you were raised in the goddamn lake.
I'm sorry. There's bridges.
Yeah,
Okay.
bridges and
He's
roads
born
and
raised on a bridge.
overpasses. And hey, who says that song isn't about Aquaman?
Mm-hmm. Do you know?
Steve Perry?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, okay. Get him on the show and prove
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
I
Kev.
mean, he's not doing much these days. He might if we put that offer out there, he might take it.
Oh shit. So I wanted to do a little something different. It's dealer's choice tonight. The chat. It's up to you who you have me read this misconnection as, and we'll just take 2 seconds.
It's
Whoever-
going to
whoever-
be Marky.
It's probably going to be Marky. So let's see who is. Oh, we got one for the doctor.
Oh,
Two for the
two.
doctor.
Damn. 2 for the doctor.
Bane
Bane.
Randall.
Well,
Doctor.
never mind. I was wrong on that.
Wow. Really thought
Yeah.
people really love Dr. Randall Savage. Russian
really?
lady from Ants.
Savage. Everybody wants Savage. All right, here we go. Savage it is. Hello, boys.
Oh, what's up?
Hi, Mr. Randall Savage.
Hey, listen, I have a bone to
Dr.
pick
Randall
with you.
Savage.
Listen, last time I saw you, you told me the thing on my toenail wasn't infectious, but listen, I've been getting a lot of emails from some of the crazy bitches I've been meeting on Craigslist saying that it's Fred.
Because if not, brother,
No. Well, make an appointment.
Oh, God damn it. Okay.
I'll come see you. A lot. Ooh. Anyways, boys, this happened in South Detroit.
God damn it.
Laundry panties. Male for woman. Ooh. Liso Viego.
Viejo.
Spanish. I'm 25. I lived in the St. Moritz apartment complex for a year now. And on 4 separate occasions, I found a woman's medium-sized panties mixed in with my laundry. When I bring them back to my apartment to fold, maybe I'm crazy, or is it just a coincidence? But I'm beginning to think it's not. How is it possible that a pair of women's panties have ended up mixed in with my laundry on 4 separate occasions? The first time I understood, even the second. The third, I got a bit suspicious, and on the 4th time tonight, I have to know what's up. If you're reading this message, me. What? If
If you're reading this, comma, message me.
then I missed a comma. Let's talk. I think it's extremely hot that you've been doing this. Double winky face. Yours truly, Randall Savage.
That's my exit phrase.
Maybe you're taking someone else's laundry?
No, it's mixed in with mine, sweetheart.
Are you sure it's your laundry? How many of those items did you fold that were familiar to you?
Let's see. I've got a lab coat. I've got overalls. And I've got some goggles.
Farmer Doctor Diver?
Don't ask.
Yeah, okay.
Fair.
Gotta go.
This is going to be a tough one this week, everybody. Motherfuckers put me on some shit. Delva Jones here.
Sorry, I just read the title.
The title of this Craigslist posting is Anal Pleasure. Male for women in Los Angeles. My body is heavy this week, even though y'all have seen me. I'm 6'5", which I look small in
Bullshit!
pictures.
This is bullshit. Sorry. No.
I'm single.
5'6".
Yeah, I met you, and you're real short. But your feet are big.
You know what they say about big feet, right?
Small wieners.
Lots of toe jam.
Ugh. No,
I
my
collect-
age is 48. And here's where I start catfishing. Because I said, I am a black male, which we all know I'm just a ginger. So, but it works. People into that right now. I'm seeking a woman who love to have anal sex with a beautiful woman. Wait, what? I'm seeking a woman. Let me read this again just to make sure I'm on this. I'm seeking a woman who loves to have anal sex with a beautiful woman.
Oh, so you don't actually want to do it. You just want to watch a woman do it.
I feel like a cuck. Let's enjoy that pleasure together. I still don't understand how I wrote this. I am hung and long lasting
Both lies.
like bubblegum. Send me you number. I think I meant yours. And a picture, not an email address. I don't know how you would send it without an email address. Maybe a pigeon with a little note on its foot. Oh, this is where it gets fucked up too. Open to all ages and races. As long as you're legal. I don't want to put all ages. Must be able to provide ID. I feel like a fucking creep right now.
I am not reading off the chat.
Mhm.
Yours truly, Velvet Jones.
You have started something in chat that is not right.
Yeah, AJ, just go Google that.
Yeah,
Yeah. AJ, you UKians don't know about cucks, do you?
Please stop saying that.
Basically, never mind. I'll let you look it up.
Jesus Christ.
Conversations.
Thank you. God.
God, that was awkward.
Hey, Kev, before we get started on the new stuff, can you read off the new followers that we've gotten in the last few
Oh, yeah,
minutes?
we've got like a whole bunch. Oh, look at this. All right, we've got 8-Bit Overlord followed. Beckett XX has followed. And Donate 660 has followed. You just couldn't get that extra 6, could you? But thank you for the follows.
Yep, thanks, everyone.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the top box office. There was a movie that came out this week that we didn't really talk about. We shared the trailer in the chat, but we didn't really talk about it. It's Annabelle Creation, and it's number 1 at the box office with 35 million. Are you going to go see it, Doug?
Am I going to go see it? No, probably not. Will I watch it when it is available on the internet? Most definitely.
What would it take for you to go to the theater with Jer and make sure he sits like right next to you?
that a lot of money. Now I would go to Jared to the theater, and I would make sure we got the seats with like in between. Like I would buy the extra ticket for the one in the center just so he wouldn't have to sit next to me.
I wouldn't matter. I'd be on top of him.
No, but this movie has gotten actually relatively decent reviews. It's in at a 7.2 right now on IMDb. Only a 62 on Metascore, but some of your early reviews that I was reading, they were giving it like an 80 out of 100. They're saying that it's way better. Obviously, the first one was garbage. It was a hot pile of just garbage.
You said that. You said it was garbage.
Yeah,
right?
we went and saw that when I was in New York for New York Comic Con. We went and saw it, and yeah, we walked out of that theater. It was like 2 a.m. We're walking through like Brooklyn to go back to my buddy's apartment, and we were just like, this should have been scary. Like, man, fuck, we got to walk that far back. It wasn't that far, but like, man, we got to walk. Fuck, and then it was just like, the movie sucked. It showed
What
too
did the
much.
walk have to do with the movie?
The walk back at 2 a.m. should have been like, after seeing a scary movie, like it should have like intensified like being scared, but like it wasn't. Like the movie didn't scare us at all, so the walk back was just like, whatever. I don't know.
You were also walking in gentrified Brooklyn.
No, it's not the point. The point is that it's dark out. You see alleys. You're walking next to alleys. You just watched a scary.
Alleys in New York, do they?
Just that.
What?
Yeah. There's no alleys in New York. Just like there's no fucking South Detroit. There's no alleys in New York.
Okay, so you're trying to make this your South Detroit now?
Is this a hill you want to die on?
Good luck. Good luck.
Time that you follow, because if not,
So yeah, that one came out, and then also a movie that I went to go see came out, The Nut Job 2, Nutty by Nature.
That sounds like such a porn.
It really does, and I fell asleep in the beginning, and Colin hit me and was like, "Dad, wake up!" I was like, "Oh, sorry."
Sorry, this movie is fucking terrible. Colin.
The movie was not that good.
Don't
And
touch me during a movie.
It's only made 8.9 million in its first week. I don't think we're gonna get the Nut Job 3.
I didn't even know there was a 1.
Yeah, they tried to. It was like about a store. It's called the Nut Shop or some shit.
Once again, it sounds real sexual.
Decent cast though. Will Arnett, Maya Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people from SNL, really.
Yeah, but look
Jackie
how many
Chan?
people they got
Jackie
for the Emoji
Chan?
movie.
Jackie Chan shined. That's the one. That's the one bright spot of the movie. His character was cute.
Yeah.
What really surprises me about this whole list is number 5, the Emoji movie. In 3 weeks, has made 63.6 million.
Yeah, and it's gonna get a goddamn sequel.
Yep.
There is no God.
So, all right, let's get into some news. It looks like Disney is going to be shunning Netflix for its own streaming service in 2019.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about this all week because we said, what idiots, like we don't need another streaming service. But if there was one streaming service that would make it, it's going to be the Disney, right? I mean, it's a smart move because of the fact that you have all of the Disney movies, you have all of Star Wars, and then you also have all of Marvel. And so with all those three combined, plus you have how many years of Disney? As from cartoons to the Disney Channel to Disney XD to all of that stuff just is a load of content that they could just keep cycling in. And I think I think that you're probably only going to get the average home cord cutter is probably only going to get 2 to 3 streaming services, right? Your Netflix is one for sure. Mm-hmm. HBO is the second. And I think Disney rounds it out. And I think those are the 3 that will be in most homes.
Yeah. Also, I mean, think about it too. You didn't mention that they have ESPN as well, and they could offer sports packages. So that will really pick it up. You can finally make ESPN the Ocho.
They're doing. We talked about this. Yeah, they're doing.
Yeah, but it's only for one day. Yeah. We talked about it last week.
Yeah. Now the only way I feel like this actually succeeds for Disney is one, like they have to knock off this vault bullshit. It's fine when you're doing your DVD sales and stuff because that's how you increase hype, is where you take a movie off the shelf for 10 years before you re-release it. But like for streaming service, you have to have all your titles. Otherwise, people are going to be like, well, cool, I can just watch the DVDs I already have. Or whatever, or they'll go buy something instead. So you have to have new titles. You have to have all your vault stuff. And on top of that, I feel like you need to have all your Disney programming from Disney XD, Disney, even like classic Disney, like those Disney Channel original movies and stuff. Like that's, if you want to pull in, especially because we talked about this, like parents, okay, your kids depends, like average, maybe 10 years, 10, 12 years, you could essentially use that service. But in some cases, maybe less than that because I don't care about Disney princess movies anymore or whatever. And if you only have so many titles, then I'm good. Like I'll just go watch Disney XD, or whatever. Like, I don't know. You have to keep everything. I don't know. For them to do your own service like this, because the beauty of Netflix is like, cool, I'm going to watch this and now I'm going to go watch something else or whatever. I don't know. Obviously, like you said, if any company can do it, it's going to be Disney. But I really feel like they have to give everything. But in lieu of that, we've also talked about Marvel and Star Wars. But it looks like Netflix is in talks with Disney to keep some of the streaming rights for some of those things moving forward.
And Link said that they can't leave because of contracts. But there's if you're reading through all this stuff, Disney has loopholes for all of this stuff. Like they could pull out whenever they want.
Well, they are staying.
Or they could buy out their own contract.
Yeah, they're right now staying with Netflix while they presumably get all this stuff set up, and so through the end of 2019 is what they're saying right now. Yeah. So you're still looking at 2 more years. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's not. It's not something that's going away anytime soon. But I do believe that once Disney launches, I think you can say goodbye. All bets are off. Like they want to make as much money as they can, and this is going to work for them. Which doesn't, and that's the problem, because I put a whole bunch of stories here about all these other companies that are also launching streaming services. And it doesn't make sense because nobody wants 100 of them. Like I said, I think that the average consumer will probably have 3. Facebook has unveiled a watch platform with live video and exclusive shows. And then also FX is coming out with a streaming service launching next month. It's going to cost you $6 a month.
It's too much. Like, we're going backwards.
Right?
Yeah. It's reverse cable.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, because eventually what's going to happen is it a cable something like Sling, which obviously already exists, but like a Time Warner like streaming service, you get access to all these things for $70 a month, and you get your Disney and your CBS and your FXX or whatever the fuck they're calling their streaming stuff. But it's getting to be it's going to be too much. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I agree with you. And then you have how long before you have like who else has streaming services? Like we see what was it? CISO? Is that how you say it?
CISO, the NBC one.
Yeah, CISO launched last year.
No, it's been around for a handful of years now.
And so now they're shutting down.
They just sold off all their shows.
They sold off the shows and now they're shutting down. So it's just the start. It's kind of like I liken it to the internet bubble, where everybody needs to have a streaming service, and at some point it's going to pop, and only a select few will stick around.
And that's why
I think everybody.
Well, I think that's like the way Netflix works. Netflix and like Hulu and stuff works is the fact that they bring you content from several sources, and like they still get their ad revenue, and like they get paid from these services to provide us with the shows and stuff. But for every single fucking channel to make their own streaming service is absurd. It's just it's where it becomes too much. Where literally, I think you're almost hurting your fan base and the people who will want to watch your stuff and watch the ads for it and stuff like through Hulu by like, well, I know you're already paying $10 a month for Hulu. You're already paying $12 a month for Netflix. Oh, by the way, you also spend $100 a year on Amazon Prime. So now I also need you to spend $6 a month on CBS because you want to watch that new Star Trek show that's only available through our streaming service.
Yeah, exactly.
Like at that point, it's just like I may as well just pay for fucking cable. Like,
and this and all this does is push you towards downloading everything illegally.
Yeah, they've gone too far. They've just reversed it. They saw a chance to attempt to make more money, and it's just gonna fuck them in the ass. They're just gonna fuck themselves.
But you guys wouldn't download a car, would you?
Nice, Paul. I snorted.
I still remember those commercials. I was like, fuck, yes, I would.
I absolutely would. Are you kidding me? If I had a 3D printer, I would absolutely go illegally download the schematics to print my fucking car. And I would download it and print it, and fuck you.
Hey, Kev, before we get to the next story, can you go ahead and read out a couple of those updates?
Yeah, we've got a couple.
Yeah, so we got more people now. We got new bot new. That sounds like a...
It's a real person. They've been in my channel. It is, yes. I was like, that doesn't sound like a real person. But then they started talking to me about PUBG.
We had a follow from the Pink Pistol, and then we have a subscriber, Spartan5434. Thanks for subscribing, dude.
Thank you. All right, so this is a different take. So Justice League is going to be an interesting product of two very different directors, says Ben Affleck. It's very hard. He says that the film is not in trouble. He says that the film looks great. If you read all this and go through it, he says it's a bit unorthodox, but there's also news coming out that the ending is being refilmed. The ending is completely being redone. Cyborg is being completely redone as well.
And by redone, you mean completely cut from the movie because he's a garbage hero?
I wish, but they're completely reshooting it. So
Jon Stewart, please.
It's interesting. That makes me so worried about this film, is because of the fact that there's so many changes going on. That how are these two directors going to intertwine and make something that's very compelling and very fun to watch? It's going to be interesting to see. I hope that it works out. He goes on to say that every movie has reshoots that he's ever been on, everything like that, but not to the point of spending $50 million in reshoots and having redoing the movie 3 times as reported. The edit has been done reshot. It's been re-edited 3 times. It's had 2 directors now. It's had multiple reshoots. The ending's being redone. It's so much that you're like, is this movie going to be okay? And that's a question. That's a question you guys can answer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think Wonder Woman's still gonna be top movie out of all of the DC films. I don't know about this, especially once again when you have too many hands in the pot. It's gonna go so many different directions. I don't think it's gonna make many people happy.
I think what they need to do is they need to scrap the November release entirely. They need to just do whatever they're going to do, refilm the movie, stop trying to keep any of Zack Snyder's bullshit and whatever he filmed, unless it's absolutely usable or needed, and just film a fucking new movie with Joss Whedon at the helm, and stop trying to piece 2 different visions together, because it's going to be garbage. It's going to be messy, it's going to be sloppy, it's going to be terrible. So
I think the biggest problem with the whole Joss Whedon situation is that he can't, I think in contract wise and the way that it works, I don't think he can film the whole thing. I think he can only do so much without them having to completely, I guess what you're saying is just completely scrap this script and start completely over.
I mean, you can keep going with what you're doing, but just like, if you want your tones to match and the pacing and everything that these 2 directors are so different from, like they're not the same film directors, you know. So I feel that they're gonna rush through it trying to hit this November deadline that they're not gonna fucking hit. I mean, if they do, it's gonna be shit. It's gonna be garbage. And then in like 6 months after that, we'll get the extended director's cut of what the movie should have been because they fucking rushed the movie out.
Yeah, that I can see.
Let's see here. Next story. So McDonald's, you guys fans of Rick and Morty?
Rick what?
Rick and who?
Morty.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick.
Pickle Rick. So McDonald's went ahead. The first episode was all about this Mulan sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
This the Szechuan sauce, and so it was amazing. It was pretty much like a, hey, please remake this. We need it in our lives. So McDonald's went ahead and did it. And they sent them a giant bottle of it. And not only did they make one, but they made a couple and they sent them out to fans. Well, one fan decided, hey, I've got an idea. I'm going to sell this shit on eBay. And it netted $15,350.
Man, I would have left that up. You know, you could have got more for that.
Is that the one? Because I know there was somebody selling it on eBay and they were donating it to charity. So is this the one that they're going to charity, or is this guy going in his pockets?
10% of the proceeds are going to Extra Life, which is an amazing. Let me hit the brakes. If you guys aren't a part of Extra Life, you should be. It's a great gamer organization who.
Yeah, we need to actually do that this year and choose a weekend, or I guess that weekend in November, and actually do it. And stream for 24 hours or whatever. And make donations.
Extra Life does so many great things for in kids' lives. You should definitely give to and check them out. Not saying you should give your money, but if you're looking for an organization, you want to get involved, it's a wonderful organization. And then 10% will go to other charities like Able Gamers, and I think that's pretty cool too. So,
in the chat, Druid says Deadmau5 bought one of them. But yeah, so they sent the creators of Rick and Morty, and just like was it a 3.5 gallon? No, 5 gallon. Sorry, a 5 gallon like thing of Szechuan sauce. They sent it to the creators of Rick and Morty, and like it came in like a time capsule like thing, or not like a time capsule, but like something that looks like
it was
Rick
a case from another dimension.
Yeah, and like the label on like the Szechuan sauce was like used only for promotional material, like 1998 through whatever. Only with the Mulan movie. Whatever you do not give to Rick or his annoying grandson Morty. Like all this stuff, and like don't give it to Beth. Don't do this. Don't do this. And especially Jerry. Never Jerry. Like so
fuck Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't say fuck Jerry, but it was so funny that like even on like the little label on the bottle on the back, it was like literally like a promotional like only use this sauce during this time, blah 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 blah, and then the very end was all specific to Rick and Morty, and it was so fucking good.
And what a huge win for McDonald's too. Like, how do you not get involved with that?
Yeah, especially when there was such like a huge response to that episode, especially the fans. We saw someone at Alamo City Comic Con that was caught. There was a Rick, and there was a dude walking around as a Szechuan sauce, like from McDonald's.
Yeah, just a huge packet.
Yeah. Or like one of the little cup things or whatever. It was so good. It was so good.
And this is, I don't know how you don't re-release this. I don't know how you don't get a promotional tie-in with Rick and Morty throughout all the McDonald's in the land and just release the sauce for everybody. So, okay, so there's some reboot news going on, and it's the Munsters. The Munsters are going to get a reboot, but that's not the big news. The big news is that it's going to be set in hipster Brooklyn.
Okay,
So
hold on.
are the Munsters going to be hipsters?
No, okay, I'm reading this as no, but they're just going to be living in hipster Brooklyn. Can you imagine? Like, because they're going to be like, oh, we've been around since, like, forever. Look how old we are. And then, like, their neighbors will be like, oh, I really love that look that you have. Those platform shoes are amazing. Or, like, just commenting on, like, the way they dress and the way they act. Like, their neighbors are going to be like, that's so cool. Man.
So it says that this is going to be a half-hour single-camera show. It's an offbeat family who's determined to stay true to themselves but struggle to fit into hipster Brooklyn.
No.
Oh,
What?
God.
Oh, man. Can't wait till Eddie goes through his punk phase. Would it be like his indie phase at this point then? Would they try to like fit that in?
Yeah.
I really love Arcade Fire.
That indie, yeah. That Eddie, he's really getting into shoegaze.
Fuck.
Time for the Jawbreaker, Richard.
Yeah.
Hellboy is getting a reboot.
Yep.
We've talked about that in a couple episodes, but here's some more information. It's going to be close to a horror film, they said.
Cool.
Is that? Yeah, I'm okay with that. So obviously, are they going to shoot for rated R?
They better.
We should. And I think they are. I'm pretty sure that the guy that's playing Hellboy said that it was going to be rated R. That they were, I think he said they were going to take full advantage of the R rating. I think they're already like, they know that's going to be R.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what his name is. It's the guy from Stranger Things.
Which
The
the
police
cop from Stranger
the
Things,
police
right?
officer, yeah, he's playing Hellboy.
Let's see. They're saying in the chat that
David Harbour.
I haven't
Thank you.
done something yet.
Yeah, Ed hasn't been banned yet.
Well, I mean, I feel like he deserves a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he donated a couple monies last week. He's good for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. For sure. There's a reason for that.
He hasn't mouthed it off yet in the stream.
No, he hasn't.
Of course, now that we say that, it's going to open it up.
He's like, "Oh, I'm good, baby face bitch." like that's
There you go.
that. Aw, sad.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Ed.
I don't know if he did or not, but I just, as a preemptive,
that's on me.
All right. So Carl Urban has confirmed that he's in talks to beat Judge Dredd in the TV show.
Awesome. I mean, he's got nothing else going on these days. Why not?
Man, wait a minute. Yes, he does.
What? Almost Human or what was that? Like Barely Human or
Okay, but he's an actor and he acts in Hollywood. He's got jobs.
But he was at Comic-Con. That's a red light.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Kev.
It's talking about Carl Urban not really doing much right now.
He just did Star Trek.
Yeah, but that was so.
He's gonna be in Thor Ragnarok this year. You dumb fuck.
Wait, is he?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
You stupid idiot.
You guys are so offended at Carl Urban.
Wow, we're offended by your idiocracy.
He's got 5 movies that are in development.
Stupid piece of shit.
Yeah, I've got 5 movies that are in development. That's fine. I can still show up to this podcast every week.
Barely, just fucking barely.
For real, can we get a replacement? Just roll your friend in.
Jared's new guy.
Jared's next. Come on. All right, let's get into some gaming news. Let's see here. Overwatch is getting a free-for-all and team deathmatch mode.
R.I.P. PUBG.
Even though they were totally against that when they first came out with this game.
Yeah, they said that there was a huge demand for it. Well, you know what happens is that after a year and you start to see, it's kind of like Blizzard is used to this, right? So you release a game and then after a year, you start to see the numbers start slipping. So what do you have to do? Oh, expansion or something exciting.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So Why not add something like that every single multiplayer shooter has, which is free for all and team deathmatch?
The only way that I think a free for all would be any sort of even is like there can only be one, because otherwise you're gonna get into like death matches and it's all gonna be the same like 4 people.
Oh, I didn't know what you meant. Like I thought you meant like everyone gets one life, like it's an elimination type
No.
thing.
Like there can only be one like I say Bastion, like one Reinhardt, one Anna, one. And they can't. I don't know how you do that because like,
I was gonna say
unless it's random.
really fast.
Unless it's random.
I watched the developer video, and it looks like you are able to choose whoever you want.
See, yeah. So be prepared to go in those matches, be facing off of the same like 4 to 8 characters.
Yeah, the most powerful ones.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna. I mean, they've done a really great job over at Blizzard to balance everything. So if they see this happening, I think they update it and go, all right, guys, well, you've ruined that. So there can only be one person, one person that's Reinhardt.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
This will be good. And I mean, I'll jump back into it to play a little bit. And I guess the games will be really fast too, because the kill count is like at 20 for free for all, and then it's at like 30 for deathmatch. So it's going to go quick.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you are in the top half of the win column, then you get credit towards getting your loot boxes.
But if you're in the bottom half, no credit.
Yeah, no credit. Like, fuck off. Let's see. Discord is going to get some video chat and screen sharing in the future, and 5% of the user base already has it for testing.
Yeah, I saw one of the streamers I follow on Twitter posted that she used it today on her Discord. I was like, dang it.
I think that we're going to try that out for maybe streaming the show for quality. We'll test it. We won't actually do a show on it, but we'll test it to see how well it works and what the quality is versus Skype.
Yeah, and how much of on my side, how much like resources does it take up? Because right now, because right now Skype is also a hog. So that's all those frame drops you're seeing tonight has been because of Skype. What's that?
And that's the good thing about Discord is that it's not a resource hog. It was built that way.
I mean, we'll see when video is implemented. That's a different beast.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. Okay, so this is something that is a little controversial. PUBG has banned a Twitch streamer for taking advantage of a glitch. So there's a guy who this is not something that he did on purpose. He didn't make the glitch happen. So sometimes when you load into the game, none of the houses load in, and you can drive through and shoot and kill. There's no walls or anything. And the player thinks that he's hiding, but you can actually see through the houses and you can see whoever's hiding in it. So he took advantage of it, and then he got banned. The problem that I have with this is that you're in an early access game. And yes, your rules of conduct say you can't take advantage of glitches, but this is what you want to happen, is you want the glitches to be found so you can fucking fix them. Yeah. And I don't think that you should be punished because it's a glitch that you did not cause and you're just enjoying the game. And, you're just like, fuck it. Like, let's have some fun. I think it's complete bullshit that this happened, especially because of the early access. I can see that if this was not early access and you made this glitch happen, like if you found out how to make it work when you load it in the game.
Found out how to make the game not render.
Exactly.
But I think maybe that's part of the reason why he went ahead and got the temporary ban is just because maybe they can't prove it. I mean, I'm sure people do it. One of the things I wish they'd do is I wish they'd turn off the if you turn your render distance down, or the like for when you're using a scope and the grass isn't loading, you can see people crawling on the ground, and like that's fucking ridiculous. Like there needs to be something there that causes you not to see that person. So I know people already use it for that. So like, I don't know if you can find a way to somehow fuck your game so you know that walls won't load properly or render properly. I don't know how they can't enforce. I'm with you on the. It seems super unfair because he didn't, as far as we know, didn't cause it to happen intentionally, but he took advantage of it. But at the same time, like, hey, bitches, don't take advantage of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind
That's
of
your quote right there.
yeah. That's like making an example of it, which sucks, right? Because it's one person, who had to
Or
take
just
take the 3-day ban from a glitch they found. But I don't know, because we gave Dr. Disrespect a bunch of shit a couple weeks ago when he got banned, but that was because he was an asshole to the person. But
exactly. He
obviously
didn't get banned for what he did in game. He got banned for the shit he said on Twitter.
He got banned for team killing intentionally, because it was on his stream. So he immediately got like the I think it was like a 3 or a 1 day ban or whatever, and then he mouthed off to Player Unknown, like the creator of the game, and made a threat towards him jokingly, but you can't fucking do that. And they banned him for like a week. He's back in. He's playing still. But again, like,
I just don't think that bans should exist for that sole reason. Like, if it's early access and you have video evidence of a bug, like, just use that instead of being like, oh, you fucking asshole, we're gonna ban you now for 3 days. Like, hey, here's the proof that your shit sucks. Fix it, please. And
for sure. But also, if the terms of service say don't use glitches to your advantage, and then there's video proof of him going, hey, the wall didn't load, I can see that guy in the house, I'm gonna kill him now, that's a clear violation of the terms of service.
No, but that's like putting the red button in the room and saying don't hit the red button.
Well, then they
like, everybody's gonna want to hit the red button.
Yeah, so they made an example of him by banning him.
I'd still do it.
3-day ban.
Yeah, then you're gonna get a 3-day ban.
Oh God, the system.
Hey,
fuck this.
Can you see if you can get on Player Unknown real quick? I just want to.
Yeah.
I just sent them a quick little video screen grab of you saying. I'm just kidding.
Here, let me load up.
No, please don't.
8-bit Jer was banned.
Yeah. Oh shit! I can't do anything.
Let's see. Oh, and Mo says the terms of contact also says no foul language or spamming the mic.
Well, shit. Like 99% of the people would be banned.
So
then.
all banned.
Well, you notice they put a report thing in, so you know people are getting reported for stuff.
Report for potty mouth.
Another thing is, like, I mute the general, like, in-game chat or the people talking because fuck them. Like, the first time I had played the game, I was in the lobby and someone was just running around screaming the N-word, and I was just like, and I'm streaming, so no thank you. Like, holy shit.
Was it night?
It was night. Just
They
over
were
and
just-
over.
And
It
or
was
there's been
making me
times where
very
people just sound
tired.
like
So
the mic is fully in their mouth, and they just talk like that, where it's like, "Grrr," and yeah, it sucks.
No.
So you can
Or
only
someone's
report the
streaming their
person
shitty hip hop mixtape. They're like, you guys need to hear this. Here, let me play it over the mic for everyone.
Mo says you can only report the person that kills you, which doesn't make a lot of sense because, like, how am I supposed to know that person killed me? I mean, all the time you're like, oh, that guy killed me with the sniper rifle. Ooh, total cheater. I'm gonna.
I think if you hit report, it brings up the last player that killed you. Maybe.
I know, but like, I don't understand how you prove that. You know what I mean? Like, that seems dumb. I think you should be able to report anybody, especially for shit like that. If you can tell who it is, that's another problem. Is you can't often tell because you don't see people's Namertags, game tags.
Yep, Namertags.
Game IDs.
Hashtag Namertags.
Gamer tags. Game IDs. Gamer IDs. Fuck.
Nope, it's Namertags now.
Steamer tags.
Steamer tags. Twitcher tags.
Twitcher tags. In Call of Duty. Okay, so the new Call of Duty is coming out, World War II. So this is how crazy loot chests have gotten. They're going to have a social space that you can hang out and earn prizes by watching others open their loot chests.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
But
yeah, it's a 48 player hangout between matches. You can have 1v1 fights in the pit. And you can also try out weapons at a firing range and just show off your gear, all your sweet loot that you gotten, and like your shoulder pad that has a skull on the side, and
In World War II? What is that? It
brand
It didn't take place in the wasteland.
your brand new knife that has like LEDs going off on it. Yes, there are
LEDs.
Yes, there are, Kev. There are.
World War II.
No, but I'm just saying that if you go to the pre-order screen on Steam, there's a rifle that you get for pre-ordering, and it has this like weird LED kind of like shimmering light that keeps going up. Listen, they're going to have highly customizable stuff. So yeah, so you can earn stuff by watching people open boxes. Woo.
What a time to be alive. Yeah.
I mean, listen, there's streams dedicated to opening Overwatch loot boxes.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at how much people spend on these loot boxes, and people really love seeing that shit. I mean, okay, Battlegrounds. This episode is just going to be fucking players Battlegrounds unknown shit. The skirts are going for $500 in the Steam store from those loot chests. It's fucking insane.
I wish I had one. I could really use $500.
I know. Well, 500 in Steam dollars, so you would just buy games with it.
Right.
Let's see. Twitch has announced their new desktop app. I think it was previously known as the who'd they buy? Curse.
Did you say Steam? Twitch.
Steam. They bought Amazon. Bought Steam.
No, I thought you said Steam announces a new desktop app. Did you say Twitch?
Twitch announced the new desktop app, and it's essentially Discord.
Yeah, minus the fun.
Yeah, minus the fun, and it adds Steam-like games stuff.
It's like they add your Steam store to it, or not Steam store, your Twitch store, and your Twitch unlocks, but you can't stream from that app, which makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, it's not a fucking capture device program. It's just.
Yeah, but I still think it should be. Like, if you're releasing a desktop app, I think it should have some OBS-like functionality.
Yeah, even basic.
Or even like the dashboard.
Yeah,
at least add the dashboard to it.
Like, why doesn't it have a dashboard for the streamer? That should be number one. Like, come on, if you're releasing,
especially since it's a dedicated desktop app and can update a lot quicker than your web page, it should have a lot more real-time stats as opposed to, it's saying 19 people in the room now, but there's really 24. But we're just gonna wait till it refreshes.
It does. The thing does say that it allows watch streams, but mod in overlays.
What overlay? I don't know.
In overlays.
I saw it, but I didn't download it yet because I didn't need another one. I got Discord.
Yeah,
Discord seems to be everything we need right now.
Back when we first started playing the Minecraft, the Feed the Beast Direwolf 20. On their website, there's the download now, which downloads the Twitch curse thing. So that's what I was saying. Like I've had this for a while. It's because I downloaded that first before I did the legacy download, which is a different thing. But so I tried using it because I was like, okay, cool. If I can watch a stream, then I can watch my stream like I have now, where I have our stream open with the chat, so I can make sure everything's working fine. And I couldn't even figure out how to get anything to watch anyone's streams. I could see that Brutal Moose was streaming, so I was like, click on it, and it was like, do you want to call Brutal Moose? No, I don't. No, I don't want to call him. I want to watch his fucking stream. And it was just like, do you want to go to his page? No, well, yes, but I want to watch his stream. And it was just to his the shit that he's posted, and his the little buttons underneath, where you see there links to his website or YouTube and all that stuff. It was like, no, I want to fucking show me the chat, show me the stream. And I couldn't at that time. I didn't have that, so I'm curious to use it or to see how it does as far as because I can't use Chrome anymore when I stream because Chrome just also is a resource hog, just eats up all the bandwidth.
Let's see. Our last story of the night. We've come to the last story, guys. Gearbox is working on a first-person shooter mixed with a collectible card game called Project 1v1.
I actually got the invite for that, and I did sign up for it, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm not. Why did you
get the invite? Is it because you bought that other shitty game from them?
Yes. I've bought every single game from Gearbox, so they know me on a first name basis. Randy personally sent that email from his own person.
They didn't seem like they knew you when we went to the museum.
Oh, no, you didn't see? Oh, no, it was remember when there was a time when you guys were doing your thing and I was doing my own thing?
No.
Yeah.
That never happened.
Remember that
I was hanging out with Randy Pitchford.
Remember that one time we went to the launch party and then Randy walked right by you and didn't say anything to you?
Yeah.
No, remember when he almost tripped me with his bag?
Yeah, but then I hung out with him for half an hour.
Yeah, then remember how we got pictures with him, but you didn't? Remember how he took us up to the VIP area while you stayed downstairs with
Randy Pitchford.
with our secret CEO Jesse?
So there was 2 CEOs.
No, there's one CEO and then one secret CEO.
No, our
okay.
our secret CEO.
Okay.
For our network, Jesse.
I know Jesse.
Oh my God, you piece of
He's not
shit!
so secret anymore now that you said it.
Fucking idiot.
Okay, so Jesse gave me when this news broke, Jesse was like, "Where do they keep coming up with this stuff? Am I right?" And I go, "It's real, isn't it?" And he was like, "Ha ha ha, ha ha ha, you'll see." And then the next day, the website came out, and he goes, "Hey, I got an invite for you if you want it. Also, I have a copy of Bulletstorm for you. I haven't opened it."
Did they re-release Bulletstorm?
Yeah, they did an HD remake.
Fuck.
I think they just released it. I don't think they had much to do with development on it.
Can you
No.
I'm waiting for your sources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Be right
prove
back.
it.
I'm gonna go talk to the secret CEO.
You've totally forgot we even had a secret CEO, so I don't trust you on anything.
Forgot about
I
Jesse.
forget a lot of things.
Okay. I can't show the photo. It's over here. I can't show it because it has the secret CEO in it. I'm sorry.
It's on my office at work
Yeah, mine's over there.
or at my desk.
He's right in the center going.
Hello.
It's like a hip hop album.
Thank you for that.
That's like a hip-hop
sexy
album.
follow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the show. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Hey, Kev, before we leave, did we get anything else to announce? Any new followers or anything?
We just got one just now.
Link's other account, River City Gamer Squad, has followed.
That's his podcast. It's our buddy Link's new podcast. Yeah. So
Big shout out to River City Gamer Squad. Go check out their podcast. Link is starting up something new, and I'd like to think that we inspired him a little bit to do it. I might be totally wrong on that, but I'm taking credit anyways.
you should. I would.
And so go check that out.
Was that it,
Go
Kev? There wasn't anyone else? I feel like there was others. Was there nothing else? Kev?
That's all for now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Stick around for Q&A. Also, go buy a 8-Bit Horror Fest t-shirt. Go check us out everywhere on social media. Don't forget Discord. And that's it.
Yep, links are all down below. We'll hit them in the chat one last time.
Yep. Love, hugs, and all that bullshit.